properly audible, or I am. Sorry guys, little bit of setup issue today. I have forgotten my phone holder if I talk about. And let me quickly see if I am audible or not. And obviously if you guys are able to see me, hear me, and can obviously have some questions, put that in the comments so we can quickly get started. The topic is quite simple. Yes, fine, great. So I will be quickly starting the discussion which we are going to have today, and the discussion is finding jobs as fresher and finding jobs as fresher in this recession. So basically the whole goal of this particular video is quite simple. You're a fresher right now. Companies are not hiring people. I mean, I would not say this, companies are not hiring people. Like, I'm constantly looking into and working with various companies who are actually hiring. So companies are actually hiring. They have slowed down this process. There is a thing which is going in the industry, like there is a recession, companies are not hiring. If you have a job, keep the job available. If you don't have a job, leave it, or whatever that don't leave it. So we are going to have a discussion because I can see a lot of people who have just graduated or probably going to graduate in 2023. So we have to understand what we can do right now to actually keep ourselves updated and keep ourselves future proof. If I talk about in terms of recession, I just want to promise you one thing. If you are a great developer, if you have great amount of skill set, if I may, getting a job is never going to be a big task for you, for a very simple reason. Because if you are having that skill set which employers are technically looking for, so obviously this is something you can always strive for. And I can see someone is already here, so obviously if you have a question, please put that in the comments so that I can quickly get started. Fine, so let's start with the very basic question. You are a fresher right now. I'm just noting these things down, so obviously I just want to make sure that I don't forget. So you are a fresher right now and you are looking for a job. If you don't have a job right now, obviously this is the big question. And secondly, if you have a job right now and if you're not sure that the company is going to not lay you off or they will not offer you the job, what you should be doing and what is the action plan we can actually make right now. Okay, so let's quickly get started with the focus area first of all. So first thing first, as a fresher, you have to be very sure that if you have applied for any jobs right now, are you getting any offers from there or not? This is important. Why this is important? If you're getting the offer, that means you are hireable at this particular time. If companies are saying you, we can offer you X LPA, this LPA, that LPA, if they are offering you right now, you are actually hireable. But if they are not hiring you, they are not returning your calls, they are not responding to your resume you have sent, in that case, that is something we have to now work on and understand where we are lacking right now as an individual. So first thing first, let's try to focus from the very basic. I have my resume ready. I have reached out to various recruiters. There was a campus drive. Unfortunately, I could not get selected there. That does not mean that I am not worth it. The whole question right now for me is, am I going to get hired or not? Okay, am I going to get hired or not? So first of all, let's try to understand from the very basic what kind of a skill set you have. Okay, the skill set which is actually quite required in the market. I'll tell you how you will find out what are the skill set which are required in the market. Now what I've done, I've taken my mobile phone and I'll actually open a browser right now. Obviously I don't have a laptop right now with me, so please apologize. I do apologize for that. Okay, there is nothing to apologize. I'll go to Stack Overflow. I'll go to Stack Overflow right now, stackoverflow.com. I'm looking at the website where the developers hang around. The developers where they actually hang out, kind of a place there. And in the Stack Overflow, what I'll do, I think my internet is quite slow right now. Obviously, I'm using a different fine. In the Stack Overflow, what I'll do, I'll click on the tags section. Okay, Now in the text section, I can see the popular one are JavaScript, Python, Java, C Sharp, PHP. These are the 5 programming languages, if I talk about, which are trending right now. What do I mean by trending? That means people are actually constantly asking questions around it. So we can understand the most hireable languages, if I talk about, are JavaScript, Python, Java, C Sharp, and PHP. Now, I'm not going to focus on like you should be going there or you should not be going there, because obviously a lot of things depends upon it. So first of all, we have to understand, do I have a knowledge in any of these languages? So they are Python, then we have JavaScript, then we have Java, we have C Sharp as well, which is technically a .NET framework, and now we have PHP as well, which is for the web development. I mean, building server-side applications, backend application. So, do I have the knowledge? Now, obviously, I scream. If you are watching this channel from very long, I am a big fan. Like I'm saying, Java is there, JavaScript is there, Python is there. Try to learn these languages. If I talk about myself, we are actually working with various companies, and we are actually helping them find the proper resources. So you can see we get constant requirement for the JavaScript. Okay, so try to understand, if you don't have these languages, that is very important. Now, if you have learned any other language, that is going to be difficult. Secondly, once you have gained the skill set in this particular language, please start building projects around it. Do not sit. When you are going to face an interviewer, do not sit with it, okay, I learned this particular language, I'm a very hard working person and I can show you this and that. No, don't do that. Once you have mastered the skill set of any language, create a project around it. It should be a very not complex project, but yes, it should complete majority of the stuff. It can include database part of it, it can include the backend part of it, it may include the front end part of it, depending upon the project you're building. And please host it on GitHub. Now, why you have to host it on GitHub? Because obviously when you're going to go to a recruiter, how will you show that you have done this? Or you can make a video of it and post that particular video on the LinkedIn. Obviously, LinkedIn is the second platform where you are actually approaching. These two habits are going to show to the potential recruiter that, okay, even the recession timing is going on. We are not hiring these people. We are not hiring anyone. But I think this person has done something which can be important. I think this person has done something which can be important. Optionally, you can do data structure and algorithm. Now, why I'm saying this optionally? Because obviously for some people, learning data structure and algorithm can be very difficult. They may feel like, okay, this is very difficult, I won't be able to do it. It's not like that. You should be focusing on, because ultimately we are looking for a job. Now, the third thing which you have to do, obviously, reach out to recruiter. And obviously after reaching out to recruiter, show your resume, show the projects you have done, make some videos around it, have a video resume ready with you. So like, hi, I'm Avinash and I have done these projects, I have hosted my projects on GitHub, and this is what they do, and this is how I learned this. Because obviously we have to increase our chances so that people who are actually looking for candidate can actually find you. So these are my 3 short way with which you can actually make sure that you can find jobs as a fresher, even if the recession is going on. What is the number 1 step? Look for the skills which are highly required, which are trending right now. So obviously in terms of programming language, if I may, the languages are Python, Java, JavaScript. C Sharp and PHP are also there, but obviously they are not very famous. Not the top 3. Then create projects on them, host it on GitHub, so that people can actually see that you are the hardworking person. Instead of saying I'm a hardworking person, show them you are a hardworking person. It is better to show than to tell. Then apply, reach out to various recruiters. There are so many websites. LinkedIn is one of them where you can actually apply and you can actually find the ample amount of opportunities. So if you have any questions right now, put that in the comment. I'll make sure that you get the answer to that. Obviously, for a very specific reason, we are hiring. There was something in the there I could not understand. Fine. So obviously, we are actually working with various companies where we are helping them, supporting them find the talent. So obviously, there we help them out. There is a good news for you guys. If you are in third year right now, we have a dedicated Telegram group for you guys. If you are in fourth year right now, we have a dedicated Telegram group for you guys as well. So obviously, go check the link in the description of the video. I'll make sure that I'm available every single day for a live session. So if you have some questions and you need the instant answer, we are available. So with this guys, I'm Avinash Seth from Skill Nagar signing off. Let's make it big this time.